because they won the week with 19. Gary Schofield just the 13. So that means that I'm now ahead by 1 point. Again, couldn't be tighter. Greg there, as you can see, 6 points between first and third. And the fans forum, not out of it at all. It couldn't be closer. Probably the tightest one we've ever had in the 3 years we've been.
I was going to say, yeah, this is, I might not, well, I'm not going to say it, but yes, it's exciting this season.
It's very close indeed. So let's get into some predictions. Right, guys, get in on the chat. Here we go, starting with the first game. Wakefield Trinity taking on the Catalan Dragons. Catalan, of course, 2 defeats now in the last 2. Wake on a 4-game losing streak. You do feel that Catalan need to turn the tide, and quickly. Personally speaking, time is running out at Wakefield. I think the win needs to come sooner rather than later. I think this is a pivotal game, a pivotal game. I think the only thing that could maybe benefit Wakey is if Lee were to beat St. Helens. The 4th, I don't know. I mean, you'd have to ask Adrian. I think they'll finish 4th regardless. So if there was to get a win against Saints, would that allow them maybe to rest a few for Wakey? I don't know. And would that be an opportunity? I don't know.
Well, when you think that Lee didn't rest anybody before the Challenge Cup final, I don't think that's in Lamb's mentality.
That's true.
I really don't. I think he wants.
True.
You know, he might not have the bodies available to rest anybody. We don't know.
Well, no. And the other thing, I don't know if you heard this, Catalan had a torrid time getting home from the last game.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
They landed in Montpellier and then had to make their own way back to Perpignan from Montpellier. So in terms of the journey home, it was quite treacherous for him. Obviously, that means that they got a rest day, so their prep hasn't been the best for this one, which again is a positive if you Wakefield Trinity. Oh dear. Like I say, you do feel they have to win this. A lot of love actually in the chat here for Wakey. Alex Sharp going Wakey by 6. Paul Bowman saying it's a big chance for him. Ollie Hodge saying Wakey 1-8. Freddie McGilvery's going Catalans 9-17. Lee don't have a squad to rest players. Okie dokie, don't disagree with that. Wakey by 8, Graham Parrish. So like I say, the balance with Wakey really in the chat. Gary Schofield, he's gone Catalan 9-17. Where are you going, mate?
This might sound like a stupid thing to say, but I think what will benefit Catalan this weekend is the weather, because it's going to be warm, and I think that will be a massive benefit to Catalan. I think Wakefield will put up a really strong performance. I really do. I think they have to.
Yeah,
but I think I'm going Catalan 9-17.
9-17.
Yeah, and I know it might sound a ridiculous comment, but I think the weather will benefit them this weekend.
I'm going to blow out. I think Catalan are going to batter them. I think this is the game where Catalan will bounce back. I think I'll tell you what they need to do, and I sort of mentioned this as well on In the Shed. I think they need to put more back at fullback.
Yeah,
they really do. I mean, Sam Tompkins I'm sorry, you don't have Arthur Morg on the bench. For me, that's a waste of a bench place. Your balance of your bench is completely gone. I think they just got to call the ball. They've got to put Morg at fullback. They have to. I mean, before he went out injured, he was on fire. He was one of our player of the months, if you recall. He was absolutely on fire. For me, they've got to put Morg at fullback, leave Tyrone Main Pearce in the halves. Tompkins, if you want. Is
it a case of nursing him back gently for the playoffs? You've got
you hope so.
Weigh that up, and then once the playoffs are in, and Catalan are going to be in the playoffs.
Of course, yeah.
That's when you unleash Morg from fullback, because he's a player. He is a player out of Morg.
Class, mate, absolute class. We love him, don't we? And I like to say, even Sam Tompkins has got to put. And again, I know there's sentiment here with Sam Tompkins, and Sam will want to go out in a blaze of glory. But you know what? Sam, be professional. Sam should be saying to McNamara, look, our best chance of us getting to. Would Sam Tompkins get a shirt at the grand final? Of course he would. If I'm Sam Tompkins, I'm saying to McNamara, you need to put Morgan. You need to put him in. If we're going to get to the grand final, we need the box office of Arthur Morg and what he can do. Sam Tompkins has lost a yard of pace. All he does now is catch and pass to his winger.
Yeah,
that's all he does.
I agree. Yeah.
So anyway, that's my thoughts on that. So yeah, I'm going Catalan 18 plus. You're 9-17.
Schofield
9-17. A lot of love for Wakey in the chat, guys. Don't forget.
And do you know what? I would not be surprised if Wakefield did win this. I just don't think it's going to happen. And I think they're going to put up a massive performance, Wakefield, because they have to.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they'll ultimately fall short. But I'm not thinking like you that it's going to be the blowout that you think is. I could possibly be 100% wrong, but
I think Catalan are going to turn it on here, mate. I really
That's
do.
the beauty of sports, sir.
It is the beauty of sport. What I would say to everybody, don't forget, if you've not chatted officially on the official polls, do that. Go onto our Facebook page after the show and cast the votes that you put into tonight's show on there to make my life a little bit easier. That would be marvellous. Then we move on to the John Smiths. The Giants taking on KR. Had the Giants won last week, this would have been a right pressure cooker game in terms of potential. 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 Yeah. But yeah, which way are you going here, mate?
I'm going Hull KR. I have to.
You're going KR?
KR, yeah.
Okay. And what score are you going on KR?
9-17.
9-17.
Sorry, you took me by surprise then, because the teams disappeared off the screen.
They did. That's all right. That was on purpose. And I've just noticed that something's a little out of kilter behind the scenes, sir. I'm just doing as you do. Don't you worry about that. Right.
I am not worried, sir.
Outstanding. So what did you go there? What did you go?
Hull KR 9-17.
Hull KR 9-17. Why is that? Oh no, we don't want to do that.
Oh, we don't want one of them.
Oh, we don't want to do that. What are we doing it? There we go. There you go. That's where we need to. Right. So Hull KR 9-17. Gary Schofield has gone exactly the same. This is the real conundrum of Huddersfield this season, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If Huddersfield actually turn up for this, who knows? It's bonkers, but it's true. It's mad. I just think, oh dear, I can't not go FC KR. Sorry. That was a faux pas. KR. I'm going to go KR, and I'm going to go KR. I'm going to go. I'm going to have to go here. I'm going to go 9-17. I think that's probably what it's going to be. I think
it could very well be close for about, as I always say this, it could be close for about 60 minutes, and then I think KR will pull away.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, the last time, remember these two met, KR at the at Craven Park, they won 28-0, didn't they?
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't think it'll be a blowout. I think Hull KR will pull away in the last 10-15 minutes.
Okie dokie. Right. Okay. Time for game of the week. Here it comes. The trailer. Here it is. is this week's game of the week. Yes, you could argue that, there's probably maybe more riding on the Warrington-Salford game, but, we're getting to playoff time now. This is a massive, massive match for both sides. This side of the playoffs, they're going to want to, put a marker down, aren't they? Both of these two teams.
I absolutely love that trailer, mate. That was your best of the season. That was brilliant.
Did you like that?
That was brilliant. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Massive game. I just think Rugby League should be the winner on Friday night. This has got the potential of being one of the games of the season. I think there's so much bad blood over that semi-final. I think both teams are going to be at it. You wouldn't want to be John Asiata for anyone's business. Will Adrian Lamb leave Asiata out of this one?
No. Not in a...
Well, rumour has it he's picked up a knock.
Well, that would be the only thing that keeps John Asiata out if he has picked up a knock.
Yeah, he's took a knock. Rumour has it. Don't know if Steph knows more. He'll put it in the chat by all
means. If
means.
Asiata's fit, he will play.
Yeah.
Because that is what will wind the St Helens players up. Those tackles below the waist around the legs that are upsetting the Saints players and the fans so much.
Yeah.
Opposed to the ones that set people's heads off.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing wrong with his tackling. Absolutely nothing wrong at all. It's a deflection against the fact that Saints weren't good enough to beat Lee in the semi-final. I think there is bad blood in there. And you know what? I think Lee are going to win this.
Yeah, go on. Which way? So what are you going by?
I'm going to go 1-8, Lee.
I've got exactly the same.
Here's my prediction.
Go on.
Golden point.
Golden point.
Golden point for Lee.
I'm really 1-8. Go on.
Simply because I think Saints will be that wound up and that eager, that desperate to get one back over on them, that it'll counteract them. And I think Leo, I've been thinking about, this is the one game I've been focusing on all week. And I just got this feeling that I had the feeling the semi-final Lee would win. And I get the feeling that they'll win this. I really do.
I had no doubt in the semi-final that Lee would
win.
It was written in the stars, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But this one, I just think maybe the emotion. I think a Saints player could get sent off on Friday. If Asiata plays, I think a Saints player could go.
I wouldn't be surprised if Asiata gets sent off.
Nah, I don't think you would.
No, I wouldn't. I'd say not going to happen, but I wouldn't be surprised because of what's gone on. But I'm with you. There will be a red card in this game.
I think there's a real high probability there could be.
There'll be a couple of yellows, and I think there will be a red card in this game.
Yeah, again, a lot of love in the game in terms of Lee. Quite a few going Lee's way. Equally, quite a few going Saints' way as well. Biggest score thus far, Saints by over 20. I think that's a big shout by Kev Worrell, I have to say. I don't see 20 plus. Alex Sharp saying 18 plus as well for Saints. So a couple going big for Saints. Nobody's going that big at the moment for Lee. But yeah, this should be
Lee won't win. Well, he might do, but I can't see Lee winning 18 plus.
No, I can't. Schofield's gone 9-17 to Saints. He's gone 9-17. Yeah, so
I had a feeling for the semi-final, and I've got a feeling for this. I think the desire for Saints to get one back over on Lee will make them too eager, too overexcited, make mistakes, bring desperation factor in. That's the way I see it. And if Lee played the game, if Lee played the steady game that they've played, I can genuinely see them winning.
Rugby League should be the winner. So to recap,
I do hope so.
I think so. Lee, and we're both going Lee 1-8. Schofield 9-17. Saints, get yourselves in the chat into the official one. If you could for me, that'd be great. Right, Casper Tigers.
Here we go. Here we go. Breaking news, sir.
Go on.
Yawa and Partington apparently have had their bans overturned, and both will play on Sunday.
But Watkins has been upheld.
Well, all I've got is breaking news. Whether that, I've not had it confirmed, but there we go. Vuniyawa and Partington bans overturned.
There you go.
So-
Steph is saying he thinks that Johnny Lomax might not be playing this weekend. I'm not seeing that, Steph, but
That's a
okey-dokey.
massive blow for
That'd be a
Saints.
massive blow for the Saints. It would indeed. There you go. So Casper Tigers taking on Hull FC. This is an interesting game, isn't it? Without doubt. Yeah, I mean, Cass. Well, I think this is Cass's best chance of a win. I really do. Between now and the end of the season, the last 2 games for them are Wigan and Leeds. I think Leeds, having been beaten by Cass twice, they'll be wanting to finish the season with at least 1 scalp against Casford.
Yeah.
Wigan, I give them no hope whatsoever. This for me, if Castleford are going to secure Super League without having to rely on Wakey not winning another game, this is the game that they have to win. Or else for me, it's going to come down to Wakey can Wakey scrape one. That's just the way I see it.
Yeah.
Cass 9-17 is the way that Schofield is seeing it. I think Cass will bounce back. That was such a big hit they took against Warrington. I think there will be a bit of a bounce back. And the question is which Hull FC turn up. I'm going to go FC, but I'm only going to go FC by 1-8, but I do think FC will win it. Where are you going?
The words that Danny Ward said at full time
Scathing.
should have stung Castleford players to react. You know, certain players gave up, certain players didn't look interested. I think that should, if they're professional players, sting them into action. And I think Castleford will. Again, I think you're right. I think Castleford will see this as their best chance of a win. And I think they will. I think they'll win it 1-8. I'm going Castleford 1-8 because I think Hull have got nothing to play for, really, have they?
Well, they haven't, but they're playing Cass.
Yeah. But I am going Cass 1-8.
Well, a lot of love for FC in the chat. Most going the way of FC. Only Paul Sanderson going Cass by 12. Joel going Cass 1-8. Kobe McGilvey's gone FC. Oliver Hodge 9-17 Cass. The vast majority have gone FC. But yeah, interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. Yeah. Now, apologies on this. I think I've got the graphic wrong. My apologies for the next one. It's Saturday, this, not Friday. If I'm right. I think I'm right.
Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? It is Saturday, isn't it? Yeah.
Saturday, this one. My apologies on that one. But it's Saturday, not Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Leeds Rhinos taking on the Wigan Warriors. What did you go there? Did you go Cass?
Cass 1-8, yeah. Cass 1-8.
Just did write it down. So this one, Gary Schofield's going Wigan 1-8. Sees it as a tight one. I'm going Wigan 9-17. I'm just going to say that straight away. I think Wigan now are on a bit of a roll. Kev Wall straight in the chat, Wigan by 18. Paul Sanderson, Wigan by 18. So a lot of love for Wigan in the chat. Greg, where are you going?
Wigan 18+.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Leeds fans, if any do watch us.
No.
I just Wigan are on fire. Wigan are on a roll.
They are on a roll.
They are coming into the playoffs.
And Leeds are in disarray. Leeds are in disarray, aren't they? You know, I mean, this now with McDonald as well. It's
I can't. I'd love to be controversial and say that, you know, well, it's not like me to be controversial, but I'd love to be controversial and say, oh no, this is going to be Leeds coming back into it and staking the place for the playoffs. But no, I can't see any other win than a Wigan win, and I think they're going to win quite well. And I think this game could quite possibly be over by halftime, if I'm being brutally honest with you.
They heard it here first. They heard it here first. And then finally on Channel
that's 60-0 to Leeds.
Yeah. And finally on Channel 4, Salford Red Devils taking on the Warrington Wolves.
Sunday on Channel 4.
Sunday. Oh, yeah, I did again, cocked it up again. Sunday.
It was Friday.
It was. It's now Sunday. So yeah, just use the Friday template. My apologies.
Well, actually, no, it was Saturday. It was a Saturday kickoff.
Yeah, Sunday at 1:15. So apologies for that again. It is definitely Sunday, not Friday. But yeah, Salford taking on Warrington. Warrington now 2 wins from 2. Can they make it a hat trick? I think they need to for the confidence. Salford, as we know, doing it a little bit tough at this moment in time. Gary Schofield's gone Warrington 1-8. I'm going Warrington 9-17. Where are you seeing it?
This is one of those games where no matter how well each team is playing, you can't confidently predict a winner. So I'm going Warrington by 18 plus.
You're going 18 plus for why?
I'm really annoyed that for once, I'm really annoyed that Channel 4 have changed the kickoff for this, because it clashes with my daughter playing for Warrington against St Helens and my youngest daughter playing in a cup game. So I can't go to this game, and I love going to Salford. Great sausage roll, great beer, great atmosphere. Warrington fans always make it a great game, and I can't go.
Yeah. Well,
devastated. Absolutely devastated.
That's life. As Frank once said, that's life.
As Esther Ransom once said, that's life.
She did indeed. Good old Esther. But yeah, so there we go. Everybody going Warrington. I'm 9-17. Schofield 1-8. Greg
18 plus. Yes.
So all of us different score lines, but everyone going the way of Warrington.